Hey everybody, Car Reviews with Josh here, and I got my truck all the way backed in the garage here. Well, backed in some here, excuse me. And yeah, so today we're gonna be trying to restore the frame on my truck. So I told you guys when we were changing the shocks on my truck that we tested an area over here. You can see how black it is. It's kind of dark. You can't hardly see it, but I'm gonna get a light over here and show you. But I'm gonna be using some got some stuff here that's rust converter. This happens to be made by Coral Seal. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. We just the regular person that bought it, and we're hoping that it will work. So yeah, it says rust converting metal primer, and you can paint over it after it's fully dried. So yeah, so I'm gonna take off this wheel here. My beautiful wheels, I like them so far. They're really nice Pirellis, good wheels too. But anyways, gonna get a light plugged in here, and I'll show you what the frame looks like after I take off the wheel here. I'm gonna show you what the frame looks like before and how rusty this thing is. Then we're gonna get to it and start restoring the frame. Alright everybody, we got the wheel off. I got the wheel off. The caps, we got these plastic caps that go over the regular nuts. Got the wheel off. Got drum brakes in the back here, of course, but this is what we're here for, the frame. I think it's solid, except just these scales on its, you do this and you can feel the scales that start to fall to the ground. But, so yeah, this is really rusty. I think it's gonna look way better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a brush, and here, let me get this brush. Something like these brushes. They're kind of like got metal bristles on them. Good brush to get the rust right off here. You can just see the rust coming right off, and I want to get all these scales off because this converter only gets like what's on the surface. It's gonna convert it to like whatever it does. I don't know how it works quite. I'm not a chemist or anything, but it's a chemical that does that. And so yeah, it converts it, and we don't want it to convert these little scales that are just gonna fall right off. And then it's, like these. So anyways, I'm gonna do this frame here. I want to get a lot, like the whole frame if I could. We're gonna see how much I can get done today. Down here doesn't look like it's as much scales. I also want to get it though, because if you've ever looked underneath the truck, if you've like looked at it from a distance, you can see that bottom part, and you can see how rusty it is. And so it's gonna make the truck look a lot better, and it doesn't cost that much. This is a gallon. I mean, it costs a lot for a gallon, but it goes a long way. So that's what we're gonna do here. And yeah, so I'm gonna start scrubbing away. I just remembered to take my before pictures, so I had to quick stop and take some pictures quick. So yeah, but let's get right back to it. Look how much rust is on the floor already. It's gonna be a lot more after I get done. Alright guys, so I've been brushing it for a while. You can see gotten a lot of the scales off. It's looking a lot better. Maybe I can get a little bit better, but it's way better. I got some of these big humps off. You can see a little around here, like right here. There's a little hump there that needs to come off. But really, it's coming out good. I think this frame's gonna look a lot better. Excited to get painting on it, but so the prep work is almost done. Let's go ahead, finish it up, and then we're gonna start painting it. Alright guys, so I finished all the prep work I'm gonna do, I think, for this little area here. but it's pretty flat. It's not many scales on there, and it looks pretty good. I mean, pretty much, you know, it's not pretty yet, but it should be pretty good looking after I put this stuff on here. Hopefully it works. We'll have to see. I've used it a couple, my brother's used it a couple times before, and it's kind of, you want to make sure you get the surface well prepped and cleaned. Otherwise sometimes this stuff doesn't work at all, so if you don't do that. So I'm gonna try to do this, and yeah, so let's get to painting it. Look at all that rust. Big pile of rust that came off the frame. Yep. Alright guys, so we got it painted. This is my first time painting with this stuff, so it might not turn out the best this time, but it's probably just my fault. But right here it looks black and that looks good. I'm not sure how much. They said apply it thinly, and if it turns gray then add more while still tacky, so that's why I added more. And we're gonna see how this turns out. Maybe once it dries, maybe it'll look better. We're gonna see. Tested the leaf springs just for fun. I don't know if I should have done that, but whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna see how this works. I still got a little extra. Maybe I'll start working down there. Doesn't look. Yeah, it looks like it can just start using it right away. I don't think I have to brush any loose scales off too bad over here. I think I'll just try to give it a little coat down here, see what happens. So yeah, let's do that. Alright guys, I'm scraping this frame here, brushing it off with the brushes and this scraping tool. Then I'm over here, I'm letting this stuff dry. Like I say, I'm new at it, but it's turned black there. I put another coat over there. I thought it might need another coat. We're gonna see when it dries how it looks. But you know, it's not bad so far. It's turned out better. Looks better than rust, and it's turned black, and that's what it's supposed to do. So yeah, so we're going over this way. Put a little bit over there. I think I put it too thin. I didn't scrape it like I probably should have. But you know, I can always clean it up some more. This is looking pretty good here. Gonna try to scrape some more, get to that, and then we'll try to coral seal this stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead. Alright, so here's what the frame looks like afterwards. Looks pretty good. So yeah, looks pretty good. And then underneath, I've gotten some of it too, and it looks pretty good. Yeah, there's some spots I can touch up, like over here. I'm gonna probably get this later and maybe try to get the bottoms maybe better. But yeah, it looks way better, and it's totally worth it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give a big thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and check out my other videos. And we will see you next time.